Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Corey, my husband's name is Ben, and we are the Mensons. We like to make random videos of our life's crazy adventures, and we like to take you guys along with us. We made it to our home for the night. It has grown in a lot out here. I actually thought that I took a wrong turn on the trail because of how overgrown it was. I just trusted my gut though, went with it, and we ended up here. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of cleaning up so that way we can make a fire pit. I need to set up my bed for the night and unload the four-wheeler and all that good stuff. So let's get into it. I had to move locations of my hammock because for some reason there are like 3 different kinds of bees surrounding it. I don't know if they're just like intrigued by the blue color or what the deal is. So I moved it down a couple of trees. So hopefully it'll be okay here. I'm gonna finish setting it up and then get my fire started because I'm actually getting kind of hungry. I got my hammock set up and the fire going, but it's starting to sprinkle a little bit. I don't think it's going to put the fire out, and it's not supposed to rain tonight, so I don't think it's going to last very long. So I'm going to go ahead and start my dinner. I'm going to put it in this pot here and put it on the fire. This pot isn't technically supposed to be put on the fire. It's supposed to be on like a little propane burner. But last time I was out here, I grabbed a can of Chef Boyardee and cooked it over the fire, and it was like the best thing I've ever had. So I have high hopes for tonight's dinner. So dinner was delicious. I think what I'm gonna do now, because I have about 2 hours of daylight left, I'm gonna go hit the trail for a little bit and then come back and enjoy the fire. This trail is so overgrown, I don't even have to get off the four-wheeler to pick my raspberries. Look at this, they're everywhere. And they're so big here too. I'm back from the trail and I have this creme brulee packet that I want to try. I thought about saving it for my birthday camping trip, but unfortunately my grandma's having surgery this week, so I don't know if we're gonna be able to make it to that. So I brought it along for this trip and we're gonna test it out. The creme brulee has been sitting for a lot longer than 10 minutes. I'm not really sure how long it's been, but we're gonna open it up and add the sugar crystals to it. I'm really excited to see what it tastes like. It says it's gonna be like a custard. It definitely looks like a custard. You know what it kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of vanilla ice cream that sat out too long, melted and started getting foamy. But we're gonna add the sugar crystals in here. I mean, it looks really tasty. So, let's give her a shot, shall we? I probably should have grabbed the spoon, but it looks like it's staying on the fork just fine. Mmm. You know, I'm not sure if I've ever had like real creme brulee. It's definitely a lot more like cream cheese, cheesecake than a custard than I'd say. See, it says French-inspired custard and sugar topping. So I was expecting it to be more of like a rice pudding custardy type thing. Definitely the texture, but it's much more of like a not as put together cream cheese. Cheesecake. It's still good though. I'm gonna eat it. Good morning, everybody. I am feeling so congested today. I don't know if it's from sitting next to the fire last night or if it's from it raining on and off all night last night, but I have a crazy story to tell you guys. So I'm laying in this hammock last night and I'm like half asleep. I thought I heard some rustling around, but there is that big beaver that lives on the shore here. And then there's also like chipmunks and squirrels and all sorts of stuff out here. And it also could have been the rain falling on my tarp. I wasn't really sure what I was hearing because I was half asleep. Next thing I know, something is nudging my hammock. And so I kind of like, you know, gasp a little bit. And waking up out of this like half asleep. And whatever it was large enough to sound like a small horse galloping away. So naturally, I thought it was a deer. So I told my husband that this morning, you know, I think I had a deer nudge my hammock. He decides to freak me out and tells me that deer are not that curious, which granted, like I kind of know that, but also I was thinking maybe he was looking for a place to bed down and this was a dry spot because I have a tarp over my hammock. And so anyways, it ran away. He thinks it was a coyote. I think it was a deer. It doesn't really matter what it was because I didn't become its midnight snack, so that's good. Pretty soupy, this one. I might have added a little bit too much water though too. Those biscuits are still hard as a rock. There's only 2 biscuits. 2 tiny little biscuits and a bunch of gravy. I guess there are chunks of biscuits in the gravy, but this is like pretty soupy. I also forgot my pepper. But let's see how it tastes. I think it probably needs to sit a little bit longer. Still kind of crunchy. It's been raining on and off all morning, so I'm gonna try and take my hammock down and leave my rain tarp up so that way I can keep things as dry as possible until I'm actually ready to go. I cannot cut these biscuits. See if I can just take a bite. It's still pretty crunchy. I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit longer and start packing up. Alright guys, I am finishing up this solo camp with one last stop. I am here at my favorite spot. I'm going to be picking some raspberries and then I'm going to be heading home. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and I will see you on the next one. Bye!